Nice break from Nicole there. Have a interesting number of solid there in the middle of the table. She did pocket a stripe if she wanted to continue with those, but it was a interesting layout there. Fortunately, you guys got to deal with me for a minute. Then, since Wyatt is out playing a match himself, and Jude had to take a phone call, so he'll be back here in just a minute, hopefully. Nicole made a good decision here to continue with the stripes. Is that even with all those solids there in the middle, it's hard to navigate back and forth with them that close together. Not sure yet how she's gonna manage the 12 ball. Don't know if she can get to it off of maybe the left side of the 8 there. Can't tell how much room she'd end up with unless she can nudge it out from the 10 ball too. A couple of tricky shots there. Taking a good look at it. I don't know really what the best route there is because I don't know if you'll end up with much if you end up moving the 8 ball here. If it slows down, that's going to end up pretty well. She may have to let this cue ball run a little bit. I can't tell how. Looks like she's got quite a bit of angle there, but I'm thinking the 10 goes to the side. Of course, I guess she could maybe follow it and take it all the way down to the bottom left corner. That might leave her a little better for the 11. Oh, great shot. Not sure if she's too happy with having to shoot over this ball here, but see how she gets to this 8 ball. I can't tell if it passes the 7 to the top right. Good look at it though. Yeah, that ball is in such a tricky spot there over that one. Got to end up getting the bridge so close just to get enough angle so you can try to get this cue ball somewhere and you can take a shot at the 8 afterwards. Oh, just rolled out too far there. I think that's just one of those shots that's it's hard to hit hard enough to put the check on it when you're having to shoot over that ball using a bridge.
I've left you all alone. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're all good. We've been lucky enough. Nicole's been on a breaking run, but unfortunately, uh, she was having to shoot over the one ball there,
Yeah.
and
Well, let's get some information for everybody. I apologize to our audience. We've been managing the Fargo ratings on my laptop, and while I was playing, my laptop locked up. So
I've got Isaac's. I just need to know what Nicole's is, and then the
okay.
rating.
Um, that's not right. Give me 1 second. Because she's got a like most women who've been married, they can have a couple of different last names. Okay, so she's a 544. And
Pretty close, Fargo wise.
let's get some. So we've got 544 and 512.
Mm-hmm. And I think this is the B side. Is the race to 4? Is that right?
Oh, oops. Yes. Yes. Okay. That doesn't change it a whole lot.
I wasn't sure how that the race links would make a difference there, but I guess Fargo's got its way of doing it.
So you guys know that after today, I'm going to go home and I'm going to watch my match and listen to what you guys had to say. I hope you weren't that nice.
Oh no, not at all. No, you were hitting some really good safeties there, especially at the end.
Thanks. It was one of those matches where I was doing my best to control the situation. I didn't want to miss a shot. I didn't want to like get myself in trouble accidentally. And like I had control and I was going to hold on to it until the table opened up to the point where I was comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
So some of those safeties may have seemed a little excessive, but the truth was that like there was this very narrow window for me to feel comfortable running those balls out, and like why take that chance when I've got ball in hand?
Sure.
So yeah, let's focus on this match.
Getting another shot at it here. Much easier than where she had left herself on the previous one.
Yeah, it looks like she's about to go up 1-0, and there she goes. That's going to bring her odds up a little bit higher. Now she's going to be like a 3-1 edge. And we're racing a 4 on this B side. And we'll take a look and see how things have progressed. It looks like the it looks like there's a few matches that will need to be played before we find out who would be playing the winner of this match. Mike Tiger, is also on the B side, and he's awaiting a match to play. He's awaiting a match right now, and the winner of that match will be playing the winner of this match. On the A side, it looks like I got a bye. Is that what happened? Erica Hanlon is not playing me?
I don't know.
I'm a little bit surprised. A
great break here.
Yeah, that's a very nice break. And my 8-ball is looking a little bit messy. I'd go with stripes here, personally. I mean, for all the reasons. For one, the 12-ball sits real pretty to start off a run, as does the 14. Yeah, looks like Isaac's going to start with the 14 ball. Very nice shot. And this is going to set him up real nice. He can get rid of the 15 right now, because the 15 doesn't really help. And he's going to want to draw out a little bit for that 10 ball. That's a little bit far, but he should be okay. He can float down between the 7 and 11 and land on the 12, and nearly any angle is going to do here. All he's got to do is figure out a way to get on the 11. That's really the end of his problems. Uh-oh.
Trying to cheat a little too much of it there. Like,
that is one of the critical pieces in 8-ball, I find. Like, when you're playing 9-ball, it's really easy to have a shot routine and be like, bang, shot routine, bang, shot routine. In 8-ball, you have to spend a minute, and I'm saying this from recent experience. You sometimes have to spend a minute to evaluate the table, map out a plan, and you can forget your shot routine. But you sort of have to create like a 3-step plan where you go plan, shot routine, and then bang. Plan, shot routine, and bang. And remember that there are 3 steps. As opposed to 9-ball, which can feel so automatic. It's just like the planning phase in 9-ball is so minimal. So Nicole's in a bit of a bind here. I mean, Isaac missing wasn't as impactful as it could have been, and that's mostly not just because he didn't leave a shot here, but also because that 9-ball sitting right in front of the pocket for the 8, and it's going to be hard to position for anything else. So Isaac's got balls near pockets, and he's got the 8-ball blocked. So see what Nicole does here. Oh, ooh, this is not. Yeah, that could have worked out so much better for her in so many different ways. Really unfortunate. Like she could have run into the 9-ball and possibly not left anything. And also opened up the 8-ball for herself. Instead, she ends up going a couple of rails and do an improbable scratch in the side pocket, giving Isaac ball in hand. And yeah, he's starting off with the 11, which is definitely the right way to go. So he's going to want to make the 11. He's going to have to take care of the 10-12 next. And it doesn't really matter which order. Dealer's choice. And then he'll want to play the 9 and the 8 in the same pocket.
Looks like a D asks here, Jude, do you have a bye?
I don't know. I was supposed to play Erica Hanlon next, and they had me marked down as a win against Erica, and that's a little bit surprising. I haven't been told anything. So when I get a free moment, I'll find out what happened. As it stands, either I'm playing Erica next or I'm playing Kim Pierce next. So we'll see. I'm looking forward to playing either one. It should be a good match either way. Oh, so Isaac's sort of left himself. I didn't even catch that. Isaac's left himself safe on the 9 ball, so he's jumping. I do like his jumping skills. It's just unfortunate that he's had to jump in this situation. So, okay, this has changed everything. Isaac's made the 9 ball, and now the table is wide open. And Nicole's job right now is just to knock them all down. I would probably look to, obviously, she's going to want to begin this campaign shooting the 5 ball. I might actually draw back and try and make the 6 immediately after in the same pocket. But this is mostly about comfort. If she can reach, I just like clearing the 6 right now. So I would draw back and make the 6 in the same corner. And if she doesn't like that, she can play the 7 or the 2 next.
And just in case anybody's watching that doesn't know the BCA rules or anything here, if you end up slopping a ball in like Isaac did there on the 9, you do give up the table. You have to make it in the pocket you called, even though they aren't necessarily calling them. It's the what am I trying to say here? Intended pocket.
Yeah, it's the phrase that is typically used is it's like a gentleman's call, although there are clearly ladies present. So ladies and gentlemen's call. And it basically means that the obvious pocket is the one that they usually go for. You should, as a rule, call the pocket verbally or indicate the pocket, just physically. When there's a carom, a combination, a bank shot, incidental caroms aren't necessarily required.
Mm-hmm.
But like I think I had a shot in my last match where I caromed off a ball, and I deliberately made it a point to verbally call it. Okay, so I like Nicole's pattern here so far. Everything's good. She's traveling a little more than I would have preferred, but I like how she's handled all this. So she's got stop shot, and a reasonable shot on that 8 coming up.
Yeah, she left herself perfect there on that 6.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, just to stop it there.
Isaac played really well against me.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that. I mean, I didn't want to give him any opportunities, and so I'm a little bit surprised that this game is working out for him like this. He's a better player than that. Okay, Nicole's done a real good job at handling all these balls and then getting on the 8 ball. It's a long shot, but it's not a hard shot. And so all she needs to do is give this a couple ounces of focus and then knock this down.
I like how she took that last shot because, so often I'll end up trying to force that shot too much and mess up either making it or giving myself a bad angle on the 8.
Okay, so Nicole's out to a 2-0 lead. And this is going to increase her probability of winning the match significantly. And we'll just take care of this.
Like, why so they're playing Ray right now?
Is he?
Mm-hmm. I just got to meet Ray recently on that Sunday Napa League that I've been playing on.
Ray's a very good player. That should be a good match. So Erica forfeited against me. I think she's prioritizing running the event.
Makes sense.
It I would have. I mean, I think people should always play, but her decision. Not here to argue. So Nicole opens up with the ball on the break. This is
Quite a mess there in the middle.
it is a bit of a mess.
Yeah, there we go.
So from now on, my computer will not turn off. So you can do this all day. So Nicole doesn't have a whole lot of options here. She gets to choose her group for the most part, but that's about it. The balls are just very clustered in the middle, and neither stripes nor solids has obvious breakouts. I mean, I might consider solids, but that would require shooting the 7 ball, which is a little bit tougher than the 14. Yeah, I think she's going with stripes. Okay, so it looks like she made that 14, and yeah, again, she's just dealing with this huge cluster right now. It looks like she's got one shot available to her, the 15 ball. It's hard to see the color or the stripe on that 15, but that lone ball sitting out in the open is the 15 ball. The 12, 13, 11, and 9 are all basically in one large cluster, or 2 small clusters that are close together. This is just not a pretty situation. Okay, she makes the 15, runs into the cluster a little bit. She's popped a ball out, but she doesn't have a shot. So in all likelihood, she's going to look to skim this ball and send it down table, send the cue ball down table, and just try and leave Isaac tough. Isaac doesn't have much to work with either, and keeping him off balance is going to keep him from being able to develop anything. Just like that. I would have gotten around a little bit further than that. I think that's what she intended to do too. But keeping it soft, if you don't know where the cue ball's going, is not the worst idea. Especially considering that, like I said, Isaac is going to have a difficult time developing anything on this rack. Although I am a little bit curious about that 12-9-4. It looks like the 4 could be wired for the corner pocket. So if he sees it, he could play a 5-ball combination. That might disturb it. Yep, it did. Okay, it's gone.
It's unfortunate. I kind of wanted to see if it worked out there.
See a 5-ball combo.
Yeah.
Not every day you see one. Even in straight pool, you'll see 4-ball combos, but rarely 5. So this brings Nicole back to the table. She looks like she's got a shot on that 13 ball down in the bottom left corner. But again, it's going to be very difficult to develop anything. So she bunts it down table. I got to say, though, whenever you have an opportunity to bunt a ball, there should be effort made to try and bring it toward a pocket. Like in a rack like this, having hangers helps. You never know when it's going to come in handy, but like as a rule, you rarely say, "Oh, I wish it weren't sitting in the pocket." Almost always an 8-ball. When your balls are sitting in their pockets, that's a good thing. Well, I hope our viewers enjoyed getting a chance to see me play. Although I did make a handful of mistakes, and it's always a little bit weird playing 8-ball on a 9-foot table. Like that by itself is a little bit weird, and I haven't gotten a chance to play a whole lot of pool lately. Not that I'm rusty, but like I haven't been in this environment in a while. Okay. These balls are beginning to open up a little bit more. Isaac definitely has a couple of opportunities here. Like he's got an open layout. So he's looking at that 7. That's the right way to go. Keep it simple. Get rid of that ball. And I think I'd take care of the 1 after that. No. Okay, he hit that a little bit too thick into the rail. And he's allowing Nicole a chance to relocate things. But this game in general is leaning toward Isaac at this point. He's got a hanger in the corner pocket, just like what we were talking about before. Like hangers are good. He's got he's got a hanger with the 7. He's got a hanger with the 3. He's got a hanger with the 1. And Nicole's got a cluster in the middle of the table with the 10-11, with the 12-11. And right now she's sort of lost access to both. She could go rail first, and she might be able to hit the 9-ball fairly thick. And if she can do that, that's going to send the 9-ball right toward the corner pocket. And that 3-ball comes into play. It could actually help the 9 go in. So this actually is an interesting development for Nicole. If assuming she can gain access to the thick part of that 9-ball and she calls the top right corner, she could find herself in position to get out. Not saying she will, but the chance is there. Okay, she's made it. Look at that.
A great shot.
That's what I'm talking about.
It looks like she's got a room in the side there for.
Yeah, she can definitely make the 11. I'm not quite sure she can make the 12. So the question then becomes if she has to shoot the 12 into the same corner as the 7-ball. It looks like she's shooting at the 12 right now.
Yeah, interesting. I didn't think it would go.
If it goes, then yeah. Oh. Such good work too. I mean, she was golden at that point. Okay, so here comes Isaac, looking to get on the board, and he's got a great opportunity in front of him. I would look at that 6-ball. 6-ball is not in a fun spot. He's not looking at it. He's going to take the 2-7 combo. I don't like how he's played this. He's gone from being in the driver's seat to sort of getting dragged behind the car.
Yeah, tough combos all everywhere.
Yeah, I don't think he can see the 2, and he's got the 4-3 combo or the 5-1 combo. And to be in this position, to have 6 balls on the table and no available shots when your opponent only has 2 balls on the table, that's a huge mistake on his part. Okay, he thinks he can cut this in. Maybe he can go rail first, but if he has to go rail first, he's going to lose his cue ball.
But if he can just end up...
Oh, okay, good. He's in a good spot. Okay.
Yeah.
I take that all back. He was almost in a really bad spot. But, like, yeah, the fact that he could see that was critical. He was very much on the cusp of being in deep doo-doo. I think that was a Ghostbusters term. Ghostbusters 1, the original. I'm old. Sorry. Okay, so this is a good chance to get rid of that one ball. And he's looking at it. Don't forget to position for something.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, what are you trying to come back around for? But it looks like you did it well. He'll have a shot for sure.
Oh, that's perfect. That is perfect. Okay, so now that he's landed in the perfect zone, the layout seems pretty obvious. It's going to be 5-6-4-3, and all you want to do is you don't want to fall on the right side of the 6. So you just want to hit this on a stop shot. That's good. Now he can follow up, and like he just wants to make the shot on the 4 as easy as possible.
Mm-hmm.
So straight is easy. Get straight. Oh, I think he's playing a draw. Oh,
I thought he would have taken the 4 next.
That is not the way I would have gone about it, but you know what? Maybe he likes the idea of using the 4 to get on the 8.
Yeah. Leave himself a little more angle on the 4. Oh. I didn't expect him to go to that side.
Yeah, I didn't think this was necessarily a gimme, and he's now fallen in trouble. His cue ball's landed on the rail. That's going to limit his options on what he can do with the cue ball. He's getting down and shooting, so he must have something of an angle here. Wow.
It's always a danger when you're on that rail and you're having to force it.
And he's going to leave Nicole a pretty obvious layout. She's got the 11 in the side pocket, and all she needs to do then is get on that 12 ball, and that looks pretty straightforward too. She's looking at it right now.
Do you try to leave yourself a little angle so it rolls back to the left side of the table?
I would, it's good you bring that up. I was just going to say that. You do want to leave yourself a bit of an angle. You don't want to get too flat on this 12 ball, because you want to get nice and close on that 8. Like, these balls are requiring you to move up and down table, and you want to do it in a controlled manner. However, if Nicole gets dead straight on the 12, she can pull it back with draw. So, and I think she wanted to get straight. This works too. All she needs to do is make this, use follow, lean into the follow. Just let it go. Get the cue ball right back to where it is now. So she hit that a little on the soft side, but she's still in golden shape.
Yep. It's kind of like that previous 8-ball shot she had. Nothing. Yeah. Don't try to do too much with it. Just.
Yeah, I might actually roll this in. If I don't feel 100% about this shot, I might roll it in, just because if you miss it, you'll hang it up and you'll leave them like this long, tough shot. If you feel good about it, then punch it in.
Mm-hmm.
She felt good about it.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it's done.
That puts Nicole on the hill there.
Yeah.
I have to retrain my brain for the B-sides.
And her chances of winning now go up exponentially. She's now at 96.1% to 3.9%. That is blah blah blah. That's 24 to 1 odds. Yeah, 24 to 1. Yeah. I math.
I never do. Used to. Doesn't get involved much anymore.
My fiance just rocked her Calculus 2 class, and I'm taking the classes vicariously through her.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not actually studying, but whatever she gets, I sort of get too.
Another big break from Isaac there.
What's funny is that like she's acing all these classes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just to be clear, I'm not engaged to someone who's like college age. She's in her 30s. She's gone back to school, but she'll still turn around and be like, what is, and she'll give me some like sort of simple math question because she knows I can do math in my head rather well.
Mm.
But meanwhile, she's doing calculus.
Yeah.
She's like, I don't have time to do math in my head. I don't have to. I do calculus.
Yeah. Massive break there from Isaac, but unfortunately
Yeah.
nothing dropped.
Nothing dropped, and nothing is easy. This is
Five's
why
not too bad, but I don't know about getting out with solid.
if you noticed on my breaks, I was trying to follow a little bit, in part because that impact with the stack brings the cue ball back anyway, and I don't want it to come back. I want to stay in the middle of the table, or maybe even down table, mostly because like that's where the balls are going to be. Having the cue ball come back like this is really unfortunate, and it can limit your options. I don't think he's got the 5 in the side. That's not too bad.
Wasn't actually Nicole at the table here.
Oh, she has the 5 in the side. That's not too bad. But I don't think she really wants solids just because of like how the 8 ball's positioned. And that's why she
I didn't know that ball would even go all the way through.
And there you go. She didn't want solids.
We got a Kevin Taylor here. Says hi, Jude.
Hey, hello, Kevin. Okay, Nicole's made a really good shot. She's fallen a little bit funny on the 11, but it's still a makeable shot. She's okay.
Even from here, if you didn't even want to take this, I mean, I think you've got a multitude of areas you could leave this ball if you wanted to play defense here too.
She could play defense, but she's going to go for it, and she's going to let her cue ball travel through the forest of solids. Yeah, and see how she ends up. Makes the ball.
Good shot.
Very well played. And she's going to come away with something. Very well done. That's a really good shot.
Oh, I guess there we go.
Yeah, look at that. She runs into the 3 ball, which really helped her out, and ends up with the shot in the 13. So she can definitely make this 13, and I think she can pull the cue ball back to get the shape she'll need to make the 10 next.
Oh, we got it. Emmanuel says, let's go, Isaac.
Yeah, Isaac and Emmanuel were teammates last season. So I'm actually sure they're teammates all the time, but they were teammates in my league last season. So that's why he's rooting for Isaac. They're all good guys.
Yeah, I know when Nicole was up here, she had nothing but great things to say about Isaac too. So it's always good to hear the community in this area.
Okay, that surprised me a little bit. I don't know. I didn't catch the shot exactly. I don't know if she intended to shoot that softly or if she couldn't pull the cue ball back. But now she's in an up and down situation. She's gonna have to make a long, tough shot on this 15. She's gonna have to make a long shot on the 10 ball, and then she's gonna have to make a long shot on the 9. Not a lot of fun. On a bar box, more fun. 9-foot table. Definitely missable here. So she starts off real nice. Now, this is where you have to ask yourself, like, how straight can I get on this 9-ball? Because if you can't get straight, then the value of shooting the 10 next is negated.
Mhm.
And if she doesn't feel comfortable getting straight on the 9-ball right now, then she should take the 9-ball first and try and get close shape on the 10 to draw back.
Mhm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like if it were me, I would probably play the 10 first.
Mhm.
But there are some players who aren't going to enjoy like playing this shot and
Low
getting and
rolling
trying
it
to
down there.
well drawing back. You're going to have to figure out a way to get shape on the 9.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh,
Yeah. See, this was not, in my opinion, what you want. You can still get shape on this on this 8-ball, but you're going to have to slow roll this in. And one thing to keep in mind, the viewers at home may not necessarily know this. Some people might think, well, just use some right spin and kill it.
Mhm.
When you're shooting it softly and you're using right spin from this distance, the right spin has no value.
Mhm.
By the time the cue ball reaches the 9-ball, the right spin will be gone, unless you hit it hard, and she's not going to hit it hard. So the best play here is to just roll this in as gently as possible.
Mhm. Take the shape you get.
Yeah. And there's value there too, because look at it this way. If she hangs the 9, Isaac's not going to have a whole lot available to him.
Mhm.
And she'll have a hanging 9-ball. So shoot this real soft. And if you make it and get the shape, great. If you don't, so be it.
Looks like she was trying to force it to the other side. That worked
That's
out.
going to work out. And this is a similar sort of strategy here. You want to shoot this 8-ball at like kind of baby speed, unless you know you're going to make it.
Mhm.
If you know you're going to make it, then any speed is fine. But if you think that there's a chance you might miss, you're going to want to hang this up. You're going to want this to be right in the hole, because Isaac's got a ton of work in front of him. And also, Nicole's up 3-0, and Isaac hasn't proven that he can get out right now. Like, he's struggling a little bit. So put the pressure on him and make sure that you either make that 8-ball or you hang it.
It's kind of interesting. Like the line that she's currently on here, even if she did miss it, doesn't leave him much at the other
No,
end of the
it
table.
really doesn't. His balls are not, I mean, they're open, but there's work involved.
Oh.
She hit it a little bit harder than I would have, but she got the same result.
Mhm.
And she may not be happy about it, but
I say she did solve a little bit of a problem for him there.
Isaac's got to run 8 balls,
Mhm.
and he hasn't exactly shown that he feels comfortable doing that. So
But it does appear that 8-ball is way in that pocket too.
yeah, but when all you have to do is make it, then it's not that bad. So Isaac started off by making the one of his available shots. I like the idea of taking the 7-ball, so you can address the 1 and 2. You don't want to let your cue ball move around too much. You want to stay in this general neighborhood. Wow, it almost looked like he missed that shot.
And it's also one of those things that, that hanging 8-ball is the only thing that is keeping Isaac in this tournament right now too. So
yeah.
Can't count out that pressure.
He's done a good job at getting back up table. But like, this was why I wanted him to prioritize making that 1-2, because if you look at it right now, it's very difficult for him to make either of those balls and without traveling. And I'm not saying that he can't handle that. He's proven that he can. But you want to minimize that travel as much as possible. That's a lot of travel.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's going to end up okay.
Kind of end up maybe a little similar shot, unless.
Yeah, he's going to be traveling some more now. This time he's going to have to hit this a little bit softer. He's overcut it. He's going to leave Nicole a shot.
Yep. Tell you, she's got to shoot over that ball though.
It's over.
Oh,
he's shaking her hand.